Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Hope you're doing well and you are ready for the next bloody patch. The upcoming plans for patch 0.2.1. So, we haven't had the final patch notes yet, but I am ready to give you this little bit of information to start off the process. The moment we have the patch notes, I will make another video regarding it. So, let's get into this. So, upcoming patch plans. We're continuing to work improvements for Path of Exile 2. Patch 0.2.1 is active development and we're aiming to deploy it at the end of next week. This is a week old, so we might see this about Friday. They like pushing updates for Fridays, out of my time at least. So it might be quite interesting. When setting up frequency of encounters and rewards for Path of Exile 2, we have decided how many maps player will have to do in order to get them. After extensive playtesting, we now believe that we overshot this number pretty substantially, which is nice because some of the things is freaking hard to get. And I would really appreciate if they make that a bit better, but it's also a very grinding based game. So it might make sense to actually keep it as is. I enjoy it, even though I didn't have power the whole of last week, and now I have bloody internet issues, so deal with it. In 0.2.0G, we improved the baseline experience of getting rewards from monsters and chests, but we feel you don't get enough of those exciting spike moments when something very powerful, valuable drops. That's true. You get a lot of unique drops, but the base unique drops is not that wow, in my opinion. It can be better, but you won't ever find them because they are incredibly rare. Yes. One of the major focuses of 0.2.1 is making chase items more common. Ooh, nice. In 0.2.1, we are going to be significantly improving both the drop rate of the incredible rare unique items we already have, as well as adding a bunch of new exciting and chase item uniques. That will take your builds to a new height. Ooh, now that sounds good. Getting more unique items, I love it. I'm a hoarder of unique items, so that might be quite awesome. We're also buffing some of the rarer uniques that were intended to be chase. Alright, but didn't live up to the standard. You should see significantly more chase uniques than before, and we'll be doing a post showing some of the uniques next week. Oh, I can't wait. That's going to be actually good. I do have another post that is showcasing some socketable previews, but we'll get into that quickly in this moment. Alright, crafting socketables. One of the issues that we have with Socketable crafting system at the moment is that by the time you get to the end game, there isn't really anything new or exciting to find to the socket in your gear. Resists and attributes are great to help with solving problems in the early game, but in the end game, ideally you should be swapping all of these out for more interesting and powerful mods. That's true. There is a lack of this when you get to the end game. So in 0.2.1, we are adding 22 new runes, 14 new soul cores, and 7 new talismans. Ooh. So that can actually spice up quite a lot of things. And they are also working on the rare of the find and all that type of things. Very good. In the ritual side of life, Ritual also suffered from us pitching the chase rewards to rare as well. We're making the rare omens from Ritual more common. Alright, that's fine. Corrupted essences. I haven't found one, and I have been trying to corrupt them. While we're at it, we'll also increase the commonality of getting corrupted essence. Thank you. That will actually help a lot. Rogue Exiles just didn't have enough unique items, so we are increasing the frequency that Rogue Exiles have. Ooh, and does drop unique items by approximately 3 times. So that can almost guarantee a unique drop per rogue that you fight, although I feel they are still scarce to find. I don't find them a lot. I cleared Sunday when I had internet for about freaking 10 minutes. I think I did about 2 maps and I didn't find any rogues. And throughout when I got internet, still haven't found a rogue. I haven't had a rogue in a week. But yeah, Expedition Logs. Oh no, Twisted Domain. I almost missed this whole area. The boss of the Twisted Domain was pretty valuable, but as an in-game area, the rest of it was pretty underwhelming compared to the other content you are doing at the time. Pinnacle content shouldn't be giving less rewards than dozens of maps required to gain access to it. To start with, we have substantially increased the number of rare monsters that spawn during the domain. Previously, there would often be no rare monster at all. In addition, we have changed the balance of quantity and rarity. Awesome. I haven't reached that moment yet, so I can't tell you if it's better. Breach rings drops, it's fine. I've been doing quite a lot of expeditions. So one thing that makes logbooks unrewarding is the fact that at very high levels they have so few monsters spawning that they often end up yielding significantly less items than just a regular in-game map. This is reflected in the fact that at low level 90s, you can do an entire level 80, the lowest possible level, and not even gain 1% of a level experience. We're doing a pass on the amount of monsters spawning to intensify the combat. Yeah! I've done a few expeditions and it does not feel that explosive to me. The first change that we're increasing the distance between explosive and radius of explosives. This will allow you to ultimately uncover more monsters and rewards. On top of this, we're also increasing the number of monsters spawned to be more reflective of what an in-game map has in it. Nice. So they're making changes to some of the areas as well, increasing the number of remnants, bluff logbook area, that's nice. Make a couple of changes here, and vol monsters. If you want it, go have a look on Path of Exile's website for the thread. I'm not going to read through every little detail. Endgame content and variety improvements. A second main focus is that we're going to increase the variety of running in-game maps. Interesting. Maps right now, did you know that if you were to generate 400,000 maps, that 150 of them would be hidden grotto? Oh, damn! So hidden grotto's drop or generation rate was huge. I have noticed I've been running a lot of hidden grotto maps, now that I think about it. We are currently sick of running that area and fighting the same boss on repeat. Yes, that's why I haven't brought out new boss fight videos, because I'm fighting the freaking wall 90% of the time. Alright, that makes sense. Appears over the Atlas. This will make things feel far less repetitive. And okay. Citadel spawning has been adjusted. Now, whenever a citadel is generated on the Atlas, it also ensures that it generates the other two types of citadels near it. Interesting. This will prevent cases we have been seeing where players would, due to the whims of random generation, get many of the same citadels one after another and never be able to fight Arbiter of Ash. That makes sense. Both general layouts won't apply to the areas of the Atlas that you have already revealed. Cool. Additionally, you can expect some in-game improvements, such as reducing the danger of two of the ritual types that were just a ruckus of purple chaos explosions. Please fix that. Please. You know how many times I've died to this? Purple balls flying all over the place, just running in circles, hoping not to die. And reducing the danger and increasing the telegraphing of the volatile plants monsters modifier. Okay, that's fine. We're also lowering some of the more dangerous map modifiers, like elemental penetration, to be more in line with others. That makes sense. That's cool. Ooh, there's Trial of Sekhemas changes. In Trial of Sekhemas, we've adjusted the affliction that caused you to have no energy shield to instead half your energy shield. This is for chaos inoculation builds, so that when they randomly get this affliction, the run isn't effectively over. True. I don't have a chaos inoculation build yet. I'm busy with one on my sorcerer. So that might save my life. On top of this, we discovered a mistake with the changes of getting certain affliction and boons. Specifically, there was one affliction, 2 minor boons, and 1 major boon, and 1 pact that had 100 times the commonality they should have. This would have caused players to consistently get them as the first randomly generated outcome, as these boons were in particular the weaker and more boring ones. Okay. Quality of life, yay. We did a little quality of life improvements in age, but there are more coming. We have a huge improvement to searching on the passive tree when using keyboard and mouse. Thank you. Now when you search for passives by typing, you can press enter to ultimately find and go to that passive. Awesome. Because I freaking search for things and then I look for the map for a glowing fucking bubble that's going around. And I just don't find it. This is awesome. It also darkens the rest of the passive and now bring out the nice. A huge request has been that we invert the display of tier X on items when using advanced item display, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. On the atlas, when you hover a map, it will separate the categories of modifiers displayed, so you can more easily see where those modifiers are coming from. Oh. That makes sense, because it's hard to figure out if it's coming from this tower or that tower, or is it now from the thing I've put in? Alright, that makes sense. There's also performance improvements coming. We're optimizing the physics on monsters and NPCs across the game. This is making them significantly cheaper and will cause less CPU-bound bottlenecks preferences. I'm just worried about the GPU side because that's where my problem lies. This issue isn't prevalent everywhere, but is common in areas with lots of humans, such as Ferrodin and Act 2. Okay. We've also added some improvement to shop and cosmetic panel, including an equip now button when purchasing into make a transaction. Okay, that's cool. Conclusion. That summarizes blah blah blah. I don't care. So I say this is going to be epic. This might be a great patch when it comes out. They have dropped a little bit of a spoiler as well when you come to this, when you can see there's a plan for last week, blah de blah, and you get Edgewitch Asundra's Rune of Wisdom, which is specifically now for a staff. Increased, alright, that's nice. Increased movement speed for boots. I like the item-specific runes. That makes nice sense to me. Armored enemies you curse have nice. Martial weapon, reduced poison duration. Target can be affected by +1 of your poison. This will be good for my poison arrow build or gas explosive build, because it still does poison damage. So that can actually work out well. So in any case, thank you very much for tuning in and listening to me ramble along about this patch. I am super excited to see what this will bring to us. If it's as great as they say in the notes, I'm going to love it. We're going to love it. You're going to love it. If not, then maybe we'll still love the game, because the game is epic and I love it and I just can't stop making content about it. So, as always, I'm Shippy. If you like the video, like it. If you don't like it, dislike it. Or just subscribe to find out. So you'll always see more videos coming up soon. And as always, I try to keep uploading every day as much content as possible. Unfortunately, with my internet being bad, my upload speed is at the moment crap. So, as always, ciao for now.